Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back doing another Rivals of Ixalan Intermediate Swiss Draft League. Alright, the rare, Champion of Dusk. I think we take it. Obviously a little bit dangerous, but the nice thing is vampires gain life, so seems like it could be a very valuable card. Martyr of Dusk is a great 2-drop. Forerunner is a great pirate. And yeah, those look like the first picks to me, so we'll take the rare here. Try them out. Alright. Oathsworn Vampire, another card that wants you to play life gain. Enters the battlefield, taps a bit of a disadvantage. I'd probably just take the Impale over it. I actually like Dusk Legion Zealot too. And another Martyr of Dusk in here for good measure, but I think we'll just take the Impale. Kill anything for 4 mana. I mean, what's kind of nice is if you play this outside of vampires, it's a 5 mana 4/4 draw card, which is legitimately just good. I guess you lose a life too, but still. Okay. So now we have a Revenant. Not that great, but Exultant Sky Marcher is very good. Slippery Scoundrel. That card's kind of cool too, actually. I like the Rig Hauler. Doesn't quite work the way you want it to because you have to attack first, whereas if you were able to bounce and then attack, it's a lot more brutal. I'm fine taking the Sky Marcher here, I guess. Seems fine to me. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the best card in the pack, but kind of makes the most sense given the first pick. So now we can take a Scoundrel. There's another Revenant in here. Some mana fixing. Raptor Companion. I almost think I like the Scoundrel more. Neither of them are vampires either, so I don't know. I'd rather pay 1 mana and get a 2/1 than 2 mana for a 3/1, I think. I think that is right. I think it's more efficient. Okay. So I could take another Scoundrel. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until in turn. If you have City's Blessing, they get +2/+2 instead. It's okay. I mean, 2 mana +2/+2 all your guys is good. It's an uncommon. Could try it out. It's not super easy to get Ascend. Maybe we just take another Scoundrel. Could even end up not in vampires. I don't have a problem with that. There's a Sun Sentinel too. I'd still rather just take the Scoundrel, I think. And the Cleansing Ray is good. But we'll take Scoundrel. So, could take the Baffling End now. There's a Sanguine Glorifier, which is good. Evolving Wilds, but I think we'll take Baffling End. Good removal. A little bit of a risk reward, but it's tough to get rid of enchantments. We got the Martyr of Dusk back, which is good. I mean, we could start going down the... I kind of wanted to play vampires, and Martyr of Dusk is one of the more premium vampire 2-drops, so I'm fine taking that here. So here, I think we take the Glorifier. I've been pretty impressed with this card. Take it over the Conquistador, which is fine. Forsaken Sanctuary as well. So, alright. Do some glorification here. Well, we're going to take another Martyr of Dusk, though the Squires of Ocean have better... I mean... I guess it's kind of like a little Mark of the Vampire, huh? Maybe we give it a try. Maybe it... Well, Martyr of Dusk, though, is a pretty good 2-drop. Could be like Mark of the Vampire, though. Alright, we'll try out the devotion. I mean, Mark the Vampire is exceptionally good, so we'll see how good the devotion is. It's also very good with the Champion of Dusk. Gain some life before losing it and getting value. Alright, now we can take another Martyr of Dusk, which is great. It's cool to see these flowing. Gonna have to miss out on the Cleansing Ray. I guess we can take the Vampire here. Alright, I'm gonna just cut another Vampire. Aquatic Incursion is good though, but we're not really interested in hating out the Merfolk deck since we're not interested in either of those colors. So, alright, got the Pride of Conquerors back, which is kind of cool. Now we get a chance to play it. I do think this card is probably at its best in our deck, so very cool to see it this late. It's both easy for vampires to get Ascend because of tokens, and then because you have a lot of tokens, this card it has a chance to just be a huge blowout. So, yeah, I think Pride of Conquerors is going to be very good for us. Well, second to last pick, Glorifier, is a good sign. I guess we've already kind of capped out on 4 drops for this, but we can cut the Revenants. I think we're more interested in running the buff vampires and keeping the curve lower. I'm still fine with the Grasping Scoundrels, despite them not being vampires. Alright, some choices here. What's the Crafty Cutpurse do? It's kind of cool. I doubt it's worth anything, but I'll check anyway. And the choice is really, do I want the Forerunner of the Legion, or do I want the Luminous Bond? This card is pretty sweet. Can find our Champion of Dusk too, which is totally relevant. There's also an Impale, Luminous Bond, like I said, another Squire's Devotion. Geez, a lot of good cards here for us. Might just take the Forerunner, but can't really pass on super premium removal. I think I like the Bond more than the Impale, just because it's cheaper. I think we're going to get enough creatures, so I'm just going to take the Bond. I like being able to deal with anything. This card's kind of cool. If I had more life gain, I'd probably like it more. I doubt Blood Sun is worth much. No, it's actually worth a ticket and a half. So how much life gain do we have already? Get some vampire dudes. Squire's Devotion. Only a few so far. Could take another Sky Marcher. It does fly, but it's hard to pass up on the 2 drops. I think we'll take the Paladin. See if we can't make it work. Brass is mounted, kind of expensive. Alright, probably just take the Sky Marcher here. Feel good about it. Another Pride of Conquerors. Tomb Robber. Probably just want the Aspirant, being that it's a 1-drop aggressive vampire. Maybe wheel the Pride of Conquerors again. Arterial Flow is actually kind of cool. Doubly punishing. A little more color intensive than a Mind Rot. I think Tomb Robber is actually a lot better than I initially gave it credit for. Aspirant has better synergies though in our deck. Tomb Robber though, just good card on its own. Start pitching your hand to do cool things. I think we'll take the Aspirant. Another Famished Paladin. I mean, it's a 2-mana 3/3, at least can defend reasonably well. Another Sky Marcher. And then I actually like Dusk Legion Zealot too. But I think we're going to try the Paladins out. See if we can't get some life gain going. I mean, this card is exceptionally good with Squire's Devotion. Golden Demise. Unfortunately, it's good against us. Otherwise, I could take the Raptor Companion, which is a cheap beater. Non-vampire, though. Yeah, I think we have to take this. I didn't even read exactly what it did. It's one-sided if you have Ascend. That's really good. I think we can, like I said, I think Vampire is actually one of the better ways to get Ascend. And one-sided -2/-2 is huge. It also is just randomly good if you're, behind. Doesn't even kill our Paladins, or our Sky Marchers, or our Sanguine Glorifiers, or our Champion of Dusk. If it kills our Martyr of Dusk, we get a 1/1 Vampire. Yeah, Golden Demise is just great for us. Yeah, I think we gotta take the Sky Marcher here. That's a great pickup for us, too. This will combo really well with our Famished Paladin. It's also just a good card on its own. Alright, I guess we can get a Conquistador now. Yeah, I think the Crafty Cut Purse wasn't worth anything. We'll probably just take the Canal Monitor. Cut black before pack 3 here. Alright, take another Conquistador. Alright, just gonna cut the... I don't know why Brass's border is so... or bounty is so expensive. I mean, it's really not that good of an ability. But, alright, we'll take the black card again. Alright, we'll take the Hunter. Jeez, that's a lot of aquatic incursions. Alright, we'll take the Hunter. I mean, I guess it's not like busted or anything. It's 4 mana for 2 dudes, and then you can make your dudes unblockable, but it's a high cost. We're going to take the Hunter. I don't think we're going to play it. I think pack 3 is going to hook us up. Alright, we're going to let someone have that Trailblazer. This card's very good, though. And the Shatter. We're just going to let the red and blue and green flow. Alright, taking the black card. Alright, last pick, Forest. And looking quite good. Pretty easily can play 16 lands still if we want. Don't want this Sanguine Sacrament. Probably just taking the Bloodletter easily over the Conquistador. Once again, another great card to combo with Paladin and even Champion. It's just a great card on its own. There's also a Seeker Squire in here, which is good, but we're going to take the Bloodletter. I've never really been a big advocate of the Conquistadors. They're just clunky enough where I don't love them. It is some card advantage, but I'm not sure where exactly we're hugely going to capitalize on that. This kind of card advantage, rather. Just getting some, deck thinning and some extra overcosted 2/2s. I guess it's good for building Ascend, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so options now are Glorifier of Dusk, which we're probably going to take. There's also a Queensbase Soldier and a Territorial Hammerskull, all of which are good. Good cards in here all around. Great Merfolk cards, Dinosaur cards. We're going to take the Glorifier, though. It's a great 5-drop. I wanted to keep the curve as low as possible, but this card wins games. So here we can take the Slash. Feel fine about that. Good 1-drop way to kill things. Alright, we're going to take the Interdiction here over the 3rd Conquistador. I'm actually not sure what we're cutting now. Kind of want to cut the Conquistadors. But, I mean, I can ditch the Scoundrels, but I kind of want to run them because they beat down. Should be noted, Pious Interdiction is yet another card. That's good with Famished Paladin. Okay, so now we have Vampire Zeal, Paladin of the Bloodstained, and a Queen's Bay Soldier. I guess we're going to take the Zeal. It's a great one-drop spell. At this point, I probably am off the Conquistadors. I even feel like we're going to wheel some, and I don't really care. Another Vampire Zeal is very good. Take it. I guess we could take the Squire. It explores. I just don't know what we're cutting at this point. We're kind of in a... We've got the best problem ever, which is tons of playables. And so many that we don't even know what to cut. Oh, wow, that's a late Deacon. Absolutely taking that. It's a very premium card for us. Well, geez. Now we've got some real decisions to make here. So, I mean, we can completely prioritize our vampires. And then, basically, if we cut the Scoundrels, we're left with a completely vampire deck. A little bit creature light. But I guess Squire's Devotion is kind of like a creature card. Just taking the rare. Don't really need anything there. Alright, got the Queen's Bay Soldier back. We'll take it. Probably the weakest creature in our deck. We have 100... I don't know if I've ever run a tribal deck where I had 100% of the creature. Which I know you're like, well, that doesn't seem that tough to do, but it's tougher than you realize. We do have 100% vampire count in here, which is pretty cool. And I think actually Queen's Bay Soldier is our weakest creature. Though, maybe I'm supposed to run the Queen's Bay Soldier. I think we'll do Costly Plunder for sideboard. Actually, I doubt the Honor Guard's worth anything, but... yeah, it's worth 2 cents. We'll just take the Plunder for the high... I don't know. High removal decks. So I could cut like a Slash of Talons. I do think we want a really high creature count. It's very important with Champion of Dusk, Anointed Deacon, the Glorifiers, the Sky Marcher. So we'll probably cut Slash of Talons. I'd rather have the Vampire Zeal because they can kill my opponent. And then we'll just run it like this, which is very strong looking deck. 3 Conquistadors, and we're not running any of them. Ooh, getting the Paladin back is good. Maybe I run that over the Soldier, which was the weakest, formerly the weakest creature in our deck, but I think I'd rather run the Paladin to get the Lifelinker. It's 2 bodies, too. I've found it to be pretty awesome. Sailor of Means. It's better than Hijack. I mean, our deck looks very good. Very, very good. Last pick Dive Down. Jeez. People not realize this card's really good. Yeah, we have plenty of removal. Premium creatures. Evasion. Good curve. I see nothing wrong with this deck at all. I actually take that back. I think the fact that we have all this double white, double black could be a problem. So our color intensity of our spells is an actual problem. But other than that, everything else is great. And I think this is how we're going to run it. So we've got our deck all nice and ready for us to go. We can even look at our removal. 2 Zeals, which has 100% chance of doing +2/+2 first strike. We have Pride of Conquerors, which I'm interested in seeing how that performs for us. Baffling End removal, Golden Demise, Bonds, Interdiction, Pale, all the premium removal spells. Good synergistic cards. Could use more synergies, I guess, but we have the Deacon, the Champion, the Glorifiers. Sky Marcher's great. So, cool. Very cool deck. I guess we don't have to cast this early. We don't have to cast this early. We're not casting this early. So yeah, I think we're just going to do 9/7. 9/7 seems like it's probably an okay split. Could do 10/6, but I prefer to have 7. I guess we... I mean, you really do. You want to play Sky Marcher on turn 3 and the Bloodletter, so yeah, we have premium 3-drop ones. I think 9/7's okay. We'll see if we can get away with it. So, definitely a cool deck. A lot of goodies going on here, so we'll see you in round 1.